Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Crowning Moment podcast. For those who may not know me, my name is Casey Gibson. I am the host, and of course, I still compete in pageantry, so definitely check out at Crowning Moment podcast to see what pageant and where I'm going next. I'm also the TV host and correspondent for Pageant Vision TV, so definitely check out some of the exclusive content we have to show on pageantvision.com and pageantvision.tv. Today, we're continuing on with our High School America series. We have another sweet lady with us today. We have Miss Sterling, the South Carolina Junior High School America, who's going to nationals in a few short weeks. So let's go ahead and welcome her into the chat today. Hello, how are you?
Everyone, I'm Sterling Ragsdale, your Miss South Carolina Junior High. I was recently crowned in January, and so I just want to come on here today to tell everyone a little bit about myself.
Exciting. Well, Sterling, it is super nice to meet you. I know I was at your crowning moment, which was such a sweet moment. Tell the listeners a little bit about what it was like to be crowned the junior high school for South Carolina.
So it was actually my first really big pageant. And so this weekend was such a good experience for me. And so the moment I was crowned, I was just sort of, shocked. Like I had actually won and, got this pretty crown on my head. And, I just kind of like prayed to God, like, thank you so much. And so I've just been working really hard and preparing for nationals.
Exciting. Well, let's talk about it. What are you most excited for with nationals aside from the competition part?
Well, I'll probably have to say my wardrobe. I have a pretty exciting wardrobe planned out. I love my evening gown. I can't wait to share it out with everyone. It's just really me. And, I just can't wait to walk across the stage in it and for everyone to see. It's probably one of my favorite things that I've ever worn in a pageant. And so I'm really excited for my wardrobe.
That's going to be exciting. I know wardrobe is such a big part of it, especially being able to design it and create it yourself and really just make it all about you. And I want to ask you a little bit. I know with the South Carolina, North Carolina, everyone on
Yes.
the podcast has heard it before, but y'all have a very unique workshop weekend that you do. So tell us a little bit about what it was like being able to be a part of that workshop weekend with the South Carolina crew.
Yes, so this is a retreat weekend, which is super fun. And I think what was so special about it was that before I went, I was able to do a little sponsor shout out to Foxy Lady, which was super fun. And then I was able to go to Miss Crystal's house where the amazing staff, Candy, Crystal, Ansley, Marley, Marler, everyone was there to help us. And so aside from doing the fun karaoke and our photo shoots, we were able to do what we really need to prepare for nationals, which was walking, interview, doing some fun, little thank you cards to all of our sponsors. And so I love being able to prepare, just really feel, confident heading nationals because again, we are so close, only 30 days away.
Exactly. And with all of your preparation, what does that look like with you still being in school as well as being a title holder for the state of South Carolina? What is that preparation looking like for you?
Yes, so I've been working really hard on my interview and I'm feeling really confident about it. It's just kind of, building that confidence up. You want to, always do good. And so for me, I think I get pretty good with walking, so I feel really confident about that. And of course, my wardrobe, because again, I just really think it's totally awesome and it's just so me. But again, I feel like interview can be a little bit nerve-wracking. And so, I just want to really just be myself to impress the judges and, just really show who I am, Sterling Ragsdale.
Awesome. Sterling, tell us a little bit about your platform. You have a very unique thing that you do along with the Brave initiative. So tell us about that a little bit.
Yes, so all while sharing the Brave message, I wanted to come up with my own act, which is Stand Strong with Sterling. And what I love about this the most is that I'm able to use my dog, Baby, as an example of how unique is beautiful. And so she has one blue eye and one brown eye. And so this just makes her a lot different. And so I wanted to include into this activity book some coloring pages, some fun little word crosses, and whatever it may be to get students really involved because I love to share this book to all youth in elementary schools to really understand what brave means and how we can prevent bullying and just be leaders at such a young age.
So when you go into the schools, what does a typical appearance look like going in and talking to the kids?
Well, one of my favorite appearances was being with Porter Samples, my little princess, who will also be competing at nationals. And I loved going into her classroom, seeing all of her little friends and kind of what a day is for them in preschool and everything. And so I love being able to read my book and even do a fun activity for them to pledge for what the brave message is, and just for them to hold that within them and just kind of view that as an awesome thing, and again, just learn really what it is to be brave and stand strong with Sterling.
Amazing. Well, tell me a little bit, what do you do outside of pageantry, Sterling? I know you said that you do have this platform that you adapt to your outside life. What does an everyday life for Sterling look like without pageantry?
Yes, so I've been a dancer for 11 years now at Upstate Carolina Dance Center. I'm a part of the teen team, and so I do jazz, contemporary, lyrical, musical theater, tap, ballet, you name it. My favorite is probably jazz, and so I compete all over the coast with my dance family. I attend many different competitions, conventions, where I'm able to learn from some of the world's best dancers, which is something huge for me to be competing against all these different girls who come in from all the different states, just learning from them and how I can better myself to be a better dancer. Because for me, I would love to attend Clemson University one day in hopes of being a rally cat. And so I'm just always really working hard in and out of this to pursue my dream.
That is amazing, and being a rally cat is such an honor in the state of South Carolina. I know I went to USC, so I am a Gamecock. However, being a rally cat, that is just one of those things us dance girls have always dreamed about is being a part of that because it's such an amazing tradition to have at Clemson.
Yes, it is.
Perfect. Well, back to pageant land. Let's talk about, how are you getting yourself mentally ready for competition at nationals with it being just a few short weeks away?
So me personally, I'm just really trying to, just kind of plan everything out. I just want it to be a fun week. I don't want to stress or anything. I'm really excited about meeting all of the girls because, I've only seen them from social media. And so, I really want to make some strong relationships to never forget because I've even heard, some fun stories about, like making all these pageant friends and then them being like your bridesmaid one day or something like that. So, I just really want to make, a strong connecting bond just to have a really fun week, just push everything to the side stress wise and, just kind of just be myself. I just want to go in strong and just, you know, have a good time with all the South Carolina and North Carolina girls.
With so many sisters coming with you, I know you get paired up with one little girl. So tell us about who you got paired up with this year to take on the journey at nationals.
Yes, so I got paired up with Miss Porter Samples. And I think what I'm so excited about is to do the parade with her. And so, just walking out in our outfits, we have some really cool matching outfits. And I'm so excited to share that with everyone, as soon as nationals come. And so, along with me being princesses with Porter, we've done a lot of things together. And so one of those recently was doing a lemonade stand at the Smithfields Country Golf Club. And so we were able to host a little fundraiser for a special resident at the Ronald McDonald House. And I've actually worked with this resident a few times and really seen her, achievement in her little thing that's been going on. And so the first time I met her, she had a little something wrong with her leg. And so she was working really hard to, start walking again. And she did, which I was so proud of to see. And now she doesn't have to use her walker or anything. And she's walking perfectly fine. And so I'm just so happy to see that. And for me and Porter to be able to go and visit her and with some special goodies.
That is amazing. Well, I want to ask you one more question before we wrap up this podcast today. What would you do if you were to win Miss Junior High School America? What would your next steps be?
Well, I've actually been working on my very own blessing boxes. And this is because for my birthday week last year, I went to London and I saw this really cool idea of a bless. And so I wanted to pitch this idea to my principal. And so I did. And he immediately got back to me that this would be a great idea. And so I was able, with the help of my dad, to build, paint, and place my very own blessing box on my middle school grounds. And so this is just a place for everyone to feel safe and take what they want. And what I love about it most is the plaque on the back for everyone to remember, and remember that take what you need, give what you can, and above all be blessed. And so if selected as your next Miss South Carolina Miss Junior High, sorry, I would love to share more blessing boxes around all of the different states so that everyone feels welcome to grab what they need and just feel honored by that.
That is truly amazing. You're doing so much at such a young age, and it's just so awesome to see you girls, competing and coming from the state, going to nationals. That's super exciting, and I'm really excited for you to compete at nationals. I think you'll have a great time, Miss High School America and junior high school and collegiate. It's such an exciting pageant and organization to compete within. So I'm super excited for you going into that. But we've come to the final question of our podcast, and I like to ask everyone the same final question. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right. In what way has pageants positively impacted you?
For me, I'm just going to have to say that I've always been a girl who looks up to the older girls. And so, if selected as Miss Junior High, I would just want to do the same. I want to be a girl that younger girls can look up to and, really just hope to be in the same shoes as me one day. And, just as a little girl, that's always been the dream for me, like to do the same.
That is super sweet and so adorable. Sterling, you are just the cutest thing. And I just want to thank you so much for being on this episode today. And guys, you heard it here first. We have our Miss South Carolina Junior High School America, Sterling. And I cannot wait to see what you do at nationals. And just thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes, thank you so much for your time today.
Absolutely. Well, guys, you heard it here first, and you never know what happens, so I guess you'll have to check out next week on another episode of The Crowning Moment. Bye, guys.